Hello children, today we start one new chapter, that is compound interest. In your earlier classes, that is class 7th and 8th, you have learned the simple interest calculation. Today we'll be learning how to calculate the interest and amount in compound interest. In short form, compound interest. And before we start, just let me give you one important point. According to the latest circular from ICSE, some parts of your syllabus is deleted. Growth and depreciation of compound interest, that is last part of your exercise. Growth and depreciation, that is no more with your syllabus. Which one? Growth and depreciation. Now that is the last part of the exercise. Now let us start with the compound interest. Benjamin Franklin has said, eighth wonder of the world, that is compound interest. Eighth wonder, we all know that 7 wonders of the world, and eighth wonder is compound interest. Why it is eighth wonder is known as a compound interest is, according to his view, interest is calculated. A small amount can change it into a huge amount in a given period of time. That is why he has called compound interest is a eighth wonder of the world. Now that is all. Just connect the compound interest with the history. The simple interest formula is, simple interest is equal to PTR upon 100. P stands for principal, time in years, and R is rate percent per annum, that is yearly rate. So the other formulas derived from this one is P is equal to SI into 100 divided by T into R, or R is equal to SI into 100 divided by T into P, or T is equal to SI into 100 divided by P into R. So these are the formulas we apply in simple interest. Simple interest, the basic formula is this: simple interest is equal to PTR upon 100. P stands for principal, and T time, R rate per annum. Now let us find what is the difference between compound interest and simple interest. In compound interest, the amount due at the end of the period become the principal sum for the next period, next year. So suppose 1000 rupees you are deposited in a bank, or you are borrowed. So this is the principal, initial principal for the first year. Suppose the rate of interest is, this is principal, rate of interest is 10%. After 1 year, that is time 1 year, time is 1 year, time 1 year. So the interest after 1 year is, that is we call it I1. Interest after 1 year is PTR upon 100, that is 1000 into 1 into 10 divided by 100. 0 zeros cancel, 100. Now this is a simple interest obtained on a sum of money 1000 rupees for 1 year. Now what happened in compound interest? this 100 rupees interest earned after 1 year, that is added with the original principal. This is the original principal. That means 1000 plus 100, 1000 plus 100 become the principal for the second year. 1000 plus 100 become the principal for the second year. So second year principal, let us take P2. P2 is equal to 1100. Again rate is same, 10 percentage, and time, that is 2, that is again 1 year. Second year, not 2 years. Second year means only 1 year. Now calculate the interest for the second year. I2 is equal to, simple interest SI1 or I2 is equal to, here the principal is 1100 into 1 into 10 divided by 100, that is equal to 110. 110 is the interest in the second year. So what happened? This interest, when you calculate the principal for the third year, this will be added, this 110 will be added, that is P3, principal for the third year, become 1100 plus 110, that is equal to 1210. So this becomes the principal for the third year. Now again the rate is same, rate is equal to 10 percentage, and T3 third year is 1. So I3 is equal to 1210 into 1 into 10 divided by 100. Zeros cancel, that is equal to 121. So you see, every year the interest keep on increasing. First year it was 100, that is I1 is equal to 100, I2 is equal to 110, I3 is equal to 121. So the total interest earned in 3 years time is total interest is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3, that is 100 plus 110 plus 121, that is equal to 331 is the total interest earned in 3 years time. Whereas if you calculate directly the simple interest on this 1000 rupees, simple interest on 1000 rupees for 3 years, simple interest on 1000 rupees for 3 years will be, simple interest I am calculating. Simple interest is PTR upon 100, formula is same, that is equal to 1000 is our principal, time 3 years, rate 10 percentage upon 100, 0 cancel, is equal to 30 into 10, 300. You see the difference. Compound interest scheme, if interest is calculated, total is 331, this amount 331, and if you calculate the simple interest, then it is only 300. That is why it is called the eighth wonder. When you calculate the interest for a small amount in compound interest scheme, certain period of time, that become a huge amount become, you even when you are taken 1000 rupees as the principal for 3 years, the difference you see, when the simple interest calculated you are getting 300, and compound interest calculated you are getting 331, and the amount at the end of third year will become, what is the amount at the end of third year? This is in compound interest system, this was the principal for the third year beginning. So plus whatever interest is getting 121, that is 1210 plus 121, that is 1331, 1331, which can be found the other way also. Total interest we have calculated 331, Original principal is 1000. 1000 plus 331 is also 1331. 1000 plus total compound interest earned is equal to 331. This is an example. This is an example for 3 years on 1000 rupees how the interest is calculated. Now there are two ways we calculate. Can be more than two ways also, but mainly you have two ways. One is interest calculated yearly. That means after a year the interest is adding. The second one is half yearly. That means every 6 months whatever interest is gained on your principal, that is added with the original money and getting the amount. That is compound interest calculating half yearly. Compound interest calculating half yearly. Now let us see another example of calculating compound interest. Let us see another example of calculation of compound interest. That is, you may note down the question here, then you can just work out. Let's see, the question is, here, find the amount and compound interest due on 25,000 rupees. Principal is 25,000. Principal is 25,000. 25,000. And the borrowed for 1.5 year. Time period is 1.5 years. 1.5 years. The rate of interest is equal to 8%. Rate of percentage 8%. Now it is clearly given that compounded annually. 25,000. Rate of interest 8%. Compounded time period is 1.5 year annually. Now let us calculate the interest for the first year. I1, that is PTR upon 100, 25,000 into 1 into 8 upon 100. 0 zeros cancel. That is 250 into 8, that is equal to 2,000. 2,000 is the interest after 1 year. So after 1 year the amount become 25,000 plus 2,000 plus 2,000. That is 27,000. 27,000 is the amount after 1 year, which you may call it A1. A1 is equal to 25,000 plus 2,000, that is 27,000. So this A1 become the principal for the next year, but we don't have a next year completely. We have only half year. So that is P2 is equal to 27,000. Whatever is the amount after 1 year become the principal for the next year. Next year we take it 27,000. That next year full is not there. Time is only half year. Half an year. Half an year. And rate is same, 8%. 8% is the rate. Now let us calculate the interest for the second year, means only half year. Remaining second year is only half year, not one full year. It is equal to, again apply the same formula, 27,000 into half into 8 upon 1,000. Half, and this 2 and 8 cancel, 4. Then 0 zeros cancel. To 270 into 4. 270 into 4 become 270 into 4 become 1080. 1080. 1080. 270 into 27 into 4. 27 4s are 1080. 270 into this is the I2. See, you remember I2 is not the second year completely, it is only half year. That is why in place of t we are written half. The rest of the formula same, 27,000 into half into 8 upon 100, the cancellation you are getting 1080, 1080. Now the question is, find the amount and the compound interest. Amount means amount at the end of second year. Amount at the end of second year will become amount at the end of second year, that is A2 is equal to 27,000 plus 1080, that is 08082, 28,080, 28080. So now the amount after 1.5 years we got it. There are two ways we can calculate what is a compound interest. Compound interest for 1.5 year can be calculated by adding these I1 and I2. Adding these I1 and I2. What is that? I1 plus I2 is equal to 2000 plus 1080, that is 0803. So interest, compound interest is 3080. Or the other way of calculating compound interest is final amount. Final amount is A2. A2 minus the initial principal, 28,080 minus, that is 28,080 minus 28,080 minus 25,000, that is also you get 3080. You see, both the ways it is the same. 3080 is the compound interest. Either you can calculate I1 plus I2, or total interest will be that, compound interest is that, or from the final amount you subtract the original principal, you get the interest, compound interest. Okay. Now we go on to another type of question, that is, if the interest is calculated half yearly, compound interest is calculated half yearly, how to calculate the compound interest and amount. Interest calculated half yearly or semi annually, one and the same thing, semi annually or half yearly. Let us take one question. Compound interest calculated half yearly, how to find out? Find the amount and you have to find out the amount and compound interest, amount and compound interest on a sum of 12,000 rupees. On a sum of 12,000 rupees, P is equal to 12,000 rupees. For 1 year, for 1 year, time is very important. At 5% compounded half yearly, 5% per annum. Rate of interest is 5% per annum. Compounded half yearly. Half yearly, the compound interest is calculated half yearly. Here you see everything is same, only thing is the interest calculating half yearly, that is every after 6 months interest is calculated for 1 year. In 1 year time, how many half years are there? 1 year can be split into first half year plus second half year. First half year plus second half year. So half plus half is equal to 1 year. Half year, 2 half years together we are getting 1 year. Now let us see the rate of interest. Rate of interest is 5% per annum. Per annum it is 5%. So principal is equal to 12,000, rate is equal to 5%, and a time 1 year means it has been divided into two parts. T1 is equal to half year and T2 is equal to, so we apply the formula to get the value of A1. A1 is equal to P1, let us take P1 into R1 into R, there is no change, so no need of putting it R1, R R, R is same only, R is same only. So, R into T1 upon 100. Let us see 12,000 into what is R? R is 5 into half upon 100. 0 zeros cancel and 2 and 120 cancel. This is 60. 60 into 5 is equal to 300. 300 is the first half year amount. Sorry, it is I1, not A1. A1 is the sum total of this one. A1 is, this is I1. Here, this is I1. Interest for the first half year is 300 rupees. Now we add this according to the definition of compound interest. Whatever interest is earned in the first year, this is first half year, that is added with the original principal. So second half year is starting. So the amount after first half year is equal to 12,000 plus 300. That is 12,300 is the amount after 1 year. So this becomes the principal for the second year. P2 is equal to 1 to 12,300. Now again second half year, not second year as such, second half year. Second half year is the interest for the second half year. I2 is calculating P2 into T2 into R upon 100. What is P2? P2 is 12,300 into time half into 5 upon 100. 12,300 into half into 5 upon 100, that is equal to 307.5. Again, it's a important result we are getting. Whenever you do the commercial mathematics, that is money related questions, it has to be correct to 2 decimal places, 50. Don't leave the answer 307.5. It should be 307.50. 307.50. Now we calculate the amount after 1 year, 2 half years. So that is amount after 1 year become 12,300 plus 307.50. That is equal to decimal 0.50 70621. 12,607.50. This is the amount. The amount after 1 year, when the compound interest is calculated on 12,000 rupees on half yearly basis, it becomes 12,607. So the compound interest alone is equal to, that is 12,607.50 minus 12,000. That is equal to 706 607.50. When the interest is calculated half yearly, the compound interest becomes 607.50. Now let us calculate one more with a half yearly rate with another question. Here is calculate the interest. Question is calculate the interest earned and amount due If a sum of 15,000 rupees is invested, principal is 15,000 and invested for 1.5 years. 1.5 years at 8%, interest being compounded semi-annually, half yearly or a semi-annually, semi-final, that is before final, semi-final, half. We got 15,000 semi-annually, semi-annually. Let us see how many half years are there in 1.5 years can be splitted into half plus half plus half. That means 3 half years. So we have to calculate I1, I2, I3. I1, I2 and I3. Let us calculate I1. I1 is equal to 15,000 into time half into 8 upon 100. That is equal to how much it is? That can be calculated. 0 zeros cancel. 0 zeros cancel. This is 1 0, 2 zeros only cancel. This is 4. 150 into 4 is equal to 150 into 4, 600. 150 into 4 is equal to 600. And A1 is equal to 15,000 plus 600, that is 15,600. This becomes P2. P2 is equal to 15,600. Now I2 is equal to 15,600 into half into 8 upon 100. Half into 15,600, 2 zeros cancel. This is 4 and 156 is equal to 624. So 624. Now the next is A2. A2 is equal to 15600 plus 624. 600 plus 624 is equal to 16,224. 16,224. Now this is the value of A2. Now one more. This is over. Now this is left. Next half year is left. So we calculate the interest for the next half year, that is P3 is equal to 16,224. Then R again 8, time is equal to half. Let us calculate. What do we calculate? I3 is equal to 16224 into half into 8 upon 100. 8 upon 100, whether you write it in the beginning or at last. This is 4. 2 and 8 cancel, that is 4. Now we are not cancelling this 100 we are not cancelling. Let us multiply this and divide it by multiplication. 16, remainder 1, 9, then 8, 24, 4, 2, 6, divided by 100. That becomes 648.96. 648.96. Let us see the final amount, A3. A3 is the amount after 1.5 years. That is equal to 16,224 plus 648.96. 600 and this is adding that is 6, 9, then 8 plus 4, 12, 2, remainder 1, 5, 5 plus 2, it is 7, 7, then next one is 6 plus 2, 8, 6 plus 2, 8, then 6 and 1, 6 and 1, 6 and 1. This is the answer. 16,872.96. 16,892.72.96 is the amount. Now, compound interest in 3 years is, this amount minus 16,872.96 minus 15,000. So, that is last part. The compound interest in 1.5 years, is equal to 16,872.96 minus the original principal 15,000.00. That is 2781. 1872.96. So, this is how we calculate if the interest is calculated half yearly or semi annually. Then one more type is there. We have the rate of interest are not same, different rates are there. For first year different rate, second year also different rate. So, how do we calculate such questions? We'll do one question with a different rate of interest for first year, second year, third year and all. Let us see one question in which the rate of interest are different for different years. Let us take one question. We take question. Different rates are given. First we see the formula. The formula is, take a new page. The rate of interest are, let us take R1 and R2 and R3. 3 years, 3 different years. The rate of interest are varying. First year rate is different from second year, third year is again different from first and second. Then in that case, how do we calculate the rate of interest? Let us take one question, then that is calculated the same manner. The way only difference is R1, R2, R3s are different. So, a question we can see is just getting a question. Yes. Find the amount and compound interest on 2000 rupees. Principal is equal to 2000 in 2 years. In 2 years, if the rate of interest R1 is equal to 4 percentage, and rate of interest is 4 percentage for first year and 3 percentage for the second year. R2 is equal to second year, R2 is equal to 3 percentage. How do we calculate the compound interest and amount? Same method, but when we apply the R value that is different, not same. Previous questions we have put the same value of R. So P1 is this, original P is called P1. Now I1, interest for the first year, I1 is equal to P1 into R1 into T upon 100, T1, 2000 into 4 into 1 upon 100. That is 0, 0 cancel, is equal to 80. 80 is the interest, I1. Now A1, amount after 1 year become 2000 plus 80, that is 2080. 2080 is the amount. That becomes the principal for the second year, P2. P2 is equal to 2080. Now I2 is equal to P2 into R2 into T2 upon 100. That is equal to P2 is this 2080 into rate of interest for the second year is different, not 4 percentage. In the first case we have taken 4, R2 is 3 into second year, that is 1 upon 100. 0, 0 cancel. 208 into 3, that is 624 by 10. That become again, let me see the multiplication, 624 by 10, right. 62.4 in the previous question. I told you cannot leave the answer like this 0.4, it has to be 40. So 62.40 is the interest on this principal. 2080 is the principal for the second year, and the interest earned in the second year is this. So the total interest is I is the total interest, that is equal to 80 plus, should be more than 600. Second year interest should be more. Where did we do the, no, rate of interest is less, right. 80 plus 62.40, that is 142.40. 142.40 is the total interest. So the amount after 2 years will become, that is A2 is equal to 2080 plus 62.40, that is 0, 4, 2, 14, 0, 1, sorry, 2. Here I made the mistake. One, 2142.4. So from this amount, if you subtract 2000, you are getting the same value, 142.40. 2142.40 minus 2000 is getting 142.40. So that's all for today.